Texas Senator Ted Cruz joins me now. Mr. Senator, thanks for coming back to the show. Always a pleasure to have you on. Who do you think won? Who do you think won last night? Trump, maybe?
Well, I think the field continues to narrow, and I think it is more and more a battle between DeSantis and Haley for who is going to be the chief alternative to Trump. You know, if you view this something like an NCAA tournament, this is essentially the play-in rounds, and the winner of it is going to go head-to-head with Trump starting in Iowa. I think you saw last night that process accelerate, and it's the two of them are the leading contenders. They were both taking shots at each other, and I think they were both speaking to their supporters. You could tell they had different strategies for who they were going after.
Got it. You voted down Ukraine aid because it didn't include hardening border security. Can you now force Biden and Schumer to get serious about border control if they want help for Ukraine and Israel?
Well, look, I'll tell you, it is really stunning where the Democrats are on border security. You know, 2 days ago, we were having a classified briefing in the Capitol on Ukraine, and all the senators were in the briefing, and it erupted into a screaming match with multiple senators screaming at the top of their lungs, several senators storming out of the room. And the reason was it was Chuck Schumer that prompted it all, because he sat there smugly, condescendingly saying, we're going to do nothing on border security. They don't care about border security. They're not going to do it. They have no interest in moving. And it's amazing. The Democrats seem to be believing that Republicans are just bluffing when they say enough is enough, we're going to secure the border. And so yesterday we had a vote on the administration supplemental. It got voted down. It got resoundingly voted down. And I'll tell you, I'm not encouraged right now, Stuart. I think there's a good chance that this funding package just stays dead for a long time, potentially for months, because I see no indication that the Democrats are willing to move at all on border security. They want this invasion. They want this crisis. They want more illegal immigrants. And if they don't move, I think the chances that this bill passes the House are 0%, and I don't think it's going to pass the Senate either.
What do you want for new border security? You want to change the asylum rules, where you can apply, whether you can apply legitimately? What do you want to change?
So there are lots of things we need to change. I filed in the Senate equivalent of H.R. 2, which is the strongest bill in the House. I filed the same bill in the Senate. There are lots of rules and policies we can change. But I'll tell you, Stuart, it comes down to really one thing. What happens when someone is apprehended? I spend a lot of time at the border. I was down there about 4 weeks ago. When you go out on midnight patrol, as I've done many, many times, within minutes you encounter illegal aliens. And you don't have to go looking for them and catch them. They find you, and they turn themselves into you. Here's what matters, and here's what determines whether the crisis happens or not. When they're apprehended, do you put them on a plane, and do you fly them back home? Or do you let them go and say, welcome to America? When Donald Trump was president, we put him on a plane and we flew him back home, and we produced the lowest rate of illegal immigration in 45 years. When Joe Biden was president, he immediately reversed that policy, and what happens now is they follow catch and release. When they turn themselves in, the Biden administration puts them on a plane or a bus and sends them to every city in America, and as long as they're doing catch and release, the numbers will keep going up and up and up. It's deliberate, but Joe Biden could literally stop it tomorrow. He doesn't want to.
But he's not paying any political price. I don't see votes shifting away from Democrats because of the border mess. Do you?
You know, I do. I actually think people are very concerned about the border. I can tell you in South Texas, the Rio Grande Valley has historically been bright, bright blue. It's been a Democrat stronghold. South Texas is turning red every day because they're seeing the human misery. They see the dead bodies every day. There are dead bodies of migrants who die on farms and ranches abandoned by the traffickers. They see the children who have been brutalized. They see the women who have been violently sexually assaulted. They see the drug overdoses and the death and the crime, all of which you cannot see this and defend it. You know, there's a reason, Stuart, that Joe Biden won't go down to our southern border, that Kamala Harris won't go down to our southern border, that none of the Democrat senators will go down to our southern border, because if they came, the TV cameras would come. And they don't have an argument on the other side. Their only hope is the corrupt corporate media will hide it. As you know, I've got a brand new book that just came out. It's called Unwoke. How to Defeat Cultural Marxism in America. And it discusses how the radical left has taken over just about every major institution in America. Each chapter is on a different institution. So it discusses journalism, how the corporate media has become corrupt. But that's why the Democrats don't go down there, because they know CNN will never discuss the crisis on the border.
I'm terribly sorry I'm out of time, Mr. Senator, but I got to go. Thanks for joining us. I know we'll see you again soon. Mr. Senator, thank you.
Thanks, Stuart.